Hi guys, welcome to episode 3. On this episode I wanted to be really informative. I wanted to show you guys the tour of the yard, wanted you to see how we operate. I want you to meet some of the team a little bit more, interact with them about their jobs and their job roles, speak to Tash about the finances, speak to Luke about the lorry, speak to George about the vans because we're replacing a lot of the vans at the minute. Just want it to be a really good, informative, energised episode, so I hope you enjoy. So this is what we call Unit 3. Unit 3 is where we do a lot of our storage. We've got self-store customers here, and we also store our own customers here, which we move out of their house and then storage. So sometimes they go into crates. So as I said before, we will be showing you and talking about the costs. So I'll talk to you about that as we go. This is Unit 3. As I just said, we've got Fergie walking over the wet paint. Nightmare dog's ears. It looks like it's dry now, but anyway, we've been painting this floor every 6 months or so. We just want to make it look fresh again. Work in progress, so bear with us. We have 105 of these spread over the 3 units we've got here at Inkbarrow. These are really important to us. We never used them before until we got to this site, so they were new. We didn't know how we would work with them or if they would work for our company, but they've been amazing. Yeah, so £400 a month for one of these. We charge them out at £40. The 10 months it takes to get our money back and get into that profit area, which is where we want to be. As you can see, they're quite spacious. They're great for self-storage customers who just want a little bit of storage. And when you put the door on, you get the option to padlock them up as well. So they're really, really good, really handy for us. As you can see around this side, we've got basically identical to that side. We've created our own corridor to make it nice and easy to come and grab your storage out if you want to come in one day, take stuff away. It's just really easy and structured now. So that was Unit 3. Follow me to Unit 1 and I'll give you a little bit of a tour of that one. So this is Unit 1. This is where we store quite a lot of belongings for customers. When we took this unit on, we realised it was pretty big and we didn't really need all of it, so we bought some more crates over here. We've got 36 crates in this unit. Follow me to the protectors, follow me to these shelves over here. So as you can see, we've got such a selection of blue protectors. We get our protectors from a company called Woods Packaging. They are phenomenal. Not just saying that, we've worked with them for the last 7 years. Everything that you see on these shelves have come from Woods Packaging. So if you're a removal company and you're watching this, I recommend looking at Woods Packaging. As I said previously, I will talk about the cost of things. See all these blue protectors? So you've got double mattress, king size mattress, door, single mattress, 2-seater sofa, 3-seater sofa. Up here you've got table legs, so we've even got covers for table legs, armchairs, 4-seater sofa, which is, it never used to be that popular, but households now are starting to get bigger sofas, so Woods Packaging created a 4-seater sofa. These are our table protectors. These are very, very commonly used on moves. Underneath here, a little bit of an empty shelf at the minute, but they're our dining chair protectors. Fridge freezer, so we've got one of 2 fridge freezers. We've got the American and we've got the upright normal fridge freezer. Amazing. Grand piano. These are banister covers. These are door frame covers. These here are what we call picture mirror bags. So these come with really nice quilted compartments. What that means is the customer doesn't need to worry about spending ages bubble wrapping all of their pictures. They can just slot into these protectors here, which is really, really nice. Straightforward for us and the customer, saves a lot of time. Down here we've got stair rods. That's when you roll a blanket up the stairs, and when you're running up and down the stairs the blanket could fall loose, so you put stair rods there to keep it all compact. Here we have an array of stat trucks. I don't think we've ever took this amount of stat trucks to a job before, but we tend to keep collecting them for some reason. So I don't know why we need that many. As I said, we're going to talk about the cost of these. I've averaged these out. I'm not going to go for the cost of every single individual protector, but roughly these are £70 each plus VAT. With the VAT that comes to about £84, or it comes to exactly £84. We've got roughly 170 protectors in total, I'd imagine. We've also got wardrobe boxes over here. These wardrobe boxes, we've worked out we've got about 70 of these. There's not 70 here, there's about 45 here, but we've got jobs on today, so they're out. These are TV boxes. As we all know, TVs are getting more expensive, more fragile, harder to move, and just it becomes the customer's pride and joy. So you know, the TV is the centerpiece of most houses, so you need to look after them. These cost about £50 each plus VAT. We've got 6. A couple of them are out today, and then we also put extra padding in with these TV screen protectors. So nothing in your house will be damaged. These are door protectors. You've probably seen these on our recent videos. They go on the front door, prevents any scrapes and stuff. Some of these shelves look a bit bare today. That's because of one of 2 reasons. First one is we've got a few jobs on today, so protectors will already be with those guys on their jobs. And the second reason is we've got quite a lot at the dry cleaner, so every 6 months or so we take them there and we have a real big clean of all of our protectors. 'Cause when you're rolling them up and they're on the back of the van and they get scrapes and stuff, so you've got to keep them clean. It's important for us as a company and important to always keep that high level of professionalism, especially when it comes to our company image. So at our old unit, we had the kitchen area, the office and the staff room all in the same area, the same room basically. It's a bit cramped. At this unit, we're quite fortunate where we've got a bit of a laundry area where we do our own washing for the smaller items. And this is the staff room. As you can imagine, with a company like this, it's very male orientated, so it's quite boisterous in the mornings and in the afternoons when they get back. So we try and separate the office where Esther is on the phone and the staff room where all the guys can have a waffle and talk about football and stuff. So we try and separate the two. This is where they have their morning chats and where they make their coffees and stuff. But yeah, just showing you this because it's important for you guys to see how the staff coordinate their mornings. As we're heading over here now, this side of Unit 1, you can see all of our crates, which I've just spoken about in Unit 3. These are exactly the same size. Interesting fact about these crates is we've got 8 tucked away in the corner, which are from floor to ceiling full of books. We've got a really, really lovely customer. His name is Roy Slim. Honestly, he's probably the nicest person I personally have ever met. He's just a book enthusiast. He collects books and he just can't stop. He's retired now. He doesn't sell books, but he still buys them. When we moved him into his new house, we realised he just didn't have enough space for everything. So we bought all of his, well, I'd say probably 1/10 of his books back here. We've got 8 crates. And he pays us monthly and he never ever comes. He doesn't even know where they're stored, bless him, but he loves books and he does not want to get rid of them. But yeah, interesting fact about our boy Slim. If you follow me now, we go to Unit 2, which is very similar to Unit 3. So here we are in Unit 2. It's very similar to Unit 3. This one is a little bit more organised. We've got 49 crates in this unit, about 5 or 6 empty. Just a little bit of an interesting fact as a consumer, or as a company I should say, we always go the extra mile and we try and look after the customer in any way possible. For instance, this ladder on the top, if it doesn't fit in their crate, we allow customers to put stuff on the top free of charge. It's really important. You always have to look a little bit into the customer's eyes and their cost perspective. You don't want to charge them extra for one item. So if they're happy to put stuff on top, like this bag here for instance, or we can have bikes at the top, all of that stuff is at the customer's own will, but we allow that free of charge. Like I just said, it's really handy for them, and it's also makes us look good as a company, which is important. From here I'm going to show you the yard, the front of the yard, the containers, the shipping containers, and we're going to talk about the costings there. Here we are then, this is the yard. We have 56 shipping containers here. We bought these brand new. The market is a bit crazy at the minute, especially for lack of supply of these, and the cost is about £3,600 plus VAT. So for one unit it costs £4,200 including VAT. That also includes delivery, and then once they're delivered we get a firmer lining painted on the roof which prevents any condensation, and it means the containers are then insulated. That is an extra £150. We charge these out at £150 per month, so you can work that out. It's not a quick process, it's quite a long time before you start making your money back, but it's really important for me personally to invest in the company and to see it excel and look at the long-term vision rather than the short-term. It's a windy day today as well, so sorry if you can't hear me very well. I'll try and talk a little bit louder, but yeah, 56 shipping containers here, and we currently have 0 available. They're all full. As you can see, we've got a set of steps here which I'm going to talk about. We've got double stack containers. I've had people in the past ask me, how do you get to the top? How do you get up there? We've obviously had these made, specially made by a company local to us. They're based 5 minutes away, so a bit of a bonus there as far as how they looked after us and when they delivered it and the lead time and stuff. This cost me £3,500 plus VAT, so round about the same as a shipping container. The beauty of these is they are very light. They're not mega light, but they're 1 manner light, so you can push them yourself with a bit of force. Better with 2 men, but you can still do it by yourself. They're obviously on wheels, and you lock these in place to prevent it from wobbling, so very safe and secure. I'll take you up here a minute. So here we've had these specially designed so the gate will open both ends. So what I'm going to do here, undo the bolt on the back. As you can see, what I've just done is open this gate and shut that gate, which means if needed we can push this side right the way up to the opposite side of the yard without the need of spinning it all the way around. So we've got gates both ends, and the way we do that is by using this back piece. So nice and easy, really smart, easy to use equipment. And that just locks that up, and then that one opens as well. So very good design. These are really impressed. The company are called Limitless Fabrications, and they're based in Inkborough, which is Worcestershire. What we wanted from this set of steps is to make it accessible the whole way around the yard, no matter where a double stack container is. For instance, you can use the back, so if the container is double stacked right at the back, you can open the back gate and lock the 2 side gates, and you can go direct like that. You can be versatile with it, and that's what I really like about these. And the bonus about this is the guys love them too, although everyone prefers a ground floor container. So that was a tour of Unit 1, 2 and 3 and the exterior yard. Now I'm going to pass you on to Esther in the office.
Hi, so I'm here to give you a tour. So here's where we work. There's the hot desks, which is these ones here and this one. So Luke, Warren, George will go and sit those, whichever one's available when they come on in. We've got Tash's desk here where she does all her financial stuff. This is over here is our football table. This is where what we do to unwind, de-stress. So that's pretty cool. We have a broken rabbit here, which was going to be mended, but actually the customer wasn't overly that fussed with it and told us to keep it. So it's been with us now for a couple of years. This is where I work, my lovely desk here. When I actually started at Warren's, it was about 2.5 years ago, my first office here was literally the size of a small cupboard. It had sliders, no natural light. It was pretty small, pretty dingy. So to come here now with colleagues and natural light and an actual desk, it's really nice. It's definitely an improvement. So over through here we've got our kitchen area, bog standard, but you know, makes our coffees, which we're happy. And then this is the meeting room, which is where we'd have our monthly meetings, where we will, where the guys tend to do their video calls, callbacks. It's a lot more quieter in here, so sometimes if I'm a bit loud or Fergie's causing chaos, this is where the guys come to just kind of have a bit of quiet time and do all their calls. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all.
So we're on our way from the yard now. We're going to see Simon. Simon's on a 2-van job. He's going to Liverpool today. Now this customer rang us the other day and she's got 20 plant pots to move from Worcester to Liverpool. We decided to put 2 vans on it because of the weight. Probably, if you look at the space of the pots, you'd probably be able to get it onto 1 van, but you'd be overweight, which is something we don't want to do. So we're putting 2 vans onto it. She accepted the quote, thankfully. Talking of weight, normally if there's like a job going long distance, really like heavy items, a lot of stuff to go, we'd put the lorry on it because the lorry can hold a maximum of 7 ton. Luke, the general manager, he's in charge of talking about the lorry and rules and regulations and what we have to be compliant with and stuff. So I'll pass you over to Luke soon and he'll be able to tell you all about that.
So I'm here just to talk you through our lorry. So even before you buy a lorry like this, you need to think about applying for an operator's licence through the government website. The main things that they look for with an operator's licence is you need to have a transport manager, you need somewhere to do your 6 to 12 weekly maintenance checks, including brake checks, and you also need to put an advert in the newspaper to say how many vehicles you're operating, how many trailers you're operating and where it's going to be kept basically. So yeah, this is our 18-ton removals lorry. We've had it for about 6 months now, but it's not straightforward all the time operating a large vehicle like this. It's not good for every single job that you do because of access issues that we could have. Luton vans you can get pretty much anywhere you can get a normal car, but a lorry like this you obviously need a little bit more space to get close to the property. So yeah, getting an operator's licence is the first challenge to operating a vehicle this sort of size. You need to obviously have the drivers with the right qualifications as well. But yeah, let me just show you around our lorry real quick. So driving a big vehicle like this, obviously it creates a few challenging moments at times. Obviously a vehicle this sort of size is going to have a lot of blind spots, so driving something like this in London, there's different regulations around keeping cyclists safe. So all the way down the left hand side there's going to be blind spots, as you can imagine. The driver's sat up there. There's extra mirrors showing the blind spot at the front here and also one just down the side, but you have to actually apply for a permit to drive a vehicle like this in London. That permit, they look for things like your cameras that face all the way down the side, which are filming inside the cab. Like I say, the 2 mirrors here, and there's also sensors all the way down this left-hand side. When the vehicle's turning left and you indicate, it actually gives a warning saying that this vehicle is turning left, just to warn if anyone's here that you can't see. So yeah, there's sensors again all the way down the side, which is great. Okay, so something else to consider if you're looking to operate a vehicle this size is something we learned a bit of the harder way really. You need to monitor all of the driver hours, so every time someone drives the lorry they need to have a tacho card which plugs into this unit up here. You also need to look at getting the right software for a laptop to download the driver hours as well. So you need software on the laptop, you need a device to plug the card into, and then you just need to print them off every week just to make sure that you're monitoring that your drivers aren't going too far without a break and they're not doing too much distance in one go basically. So yeah, it's definitely something to look into. Your driver cards and your tacho cards, your tacho readers, and the right software to download it onto.
So just pulled up to Simon's Job. Thankfully they've got ahead of themselves. They got another team in to help them load up today because I've got to get on the way to Liverpool. I just want to show you the back of this van to show you how they've loaded it. It's all about the weight when it comes to Luton vans. So these pots here, the guys have put 12 of these on and they weigh roughly 50 kg each. So on this van there's about 600 kg, which is about perfect for a Liverpool journey. As you can see, there's a lot of space here and we would have got the whole job onto one van, but we'd have been travelling overweight. Quite important when you're moving pots like this, is quite expensive. People who are into their gardens would probably know how expensive these are. But in between each pot you can see we've put a box, just a nice cardboard box, quite a simple and effective way of these plant pots travelling without any damages. So customers will be happy when we get to Liverpool.
Especially with the fuel, isn't it?
So that was a bit of a brief load up from Simon's team there. We got there and it's pretty much done. Now we're on our way to Chris's team. Chris is loading up one van today on his way to Canterbury tomorrow. So today is the loader and tomorrow is the delivery. Nice small job. We're just checking on them and see how he's getting on.
So here we are in the centre of Worcester. We're just about to move Aaron and he's moving to Canterbury. So this morning, Monday, checked the job sheet and it said flat. So normally we'd be a little bit, a bit worried about which level we'd be on, but we've looked out this morning, it's on the first floor. We do have a little bit of a walk, but that's nothing that we can't really deal with. As I said, we are in the centre of Worcester, so the parking is a bit of a nightmare. So we are kind of on the side of the road here as it is, but we just have to make do.
Just going to say, Aaron has got a fish here called Freddie. How long have you had Freddie for?
About a year.
About a year,
Yeah.
and he was only tiny.
Yeah.
And Freddie's going to travel all the way to Canterbury tomorrow in a bag, but for now he's living in a bucket. So we just left Chris's move. Nice load up that was. Really good job. All loaded, took about an hour. Same team are going to this next job. This guy is called Tom Watson. He's a friend of mine. I haven't seen him now for about 4 or 5 years probably. And he's got some stuff that he wants to put in storage for about 6 months. So we're going to catch up with Tom in a minute. Good guy, really funny, energetic, and a little bit of a fact about Tom is he is incredible at tennis. I used to play tennis against him at David Lloyd and he used to whip my ass. So I am with an old friend, Tom Watson. We're here to take some stuff away to storage today. Tom used to whip my ass at tennis, as I just said in the car.
Back in the day, yeah.
David
Lloyd, yeah.
You still playing tennis?
I'm playing out in America, yeah.
Oh yeah. So Tom moved to America 6 years ago, so it's been 6 years since I've seen him. Set up your own company, is that right?
Yeah, I went over first of all to Texas 6 years ago, working for a couple of companies doing renewable energy and power, and then late last year decided to dip my toe in properly, buy a new house over there and set up my own business. So here we are today, getting rid of the family home of 14 years.
14.
And Warren's helping me out.
Yeah, so it's probably the second or third time I've moved some stuff for you now.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of stuff thrown away and then a few things moved around multiple locations, so yeah.
Tommy's one of those friends that has supported me literally from the start. You've seen me start Warren's Removals.
I remember day one we were playing tennis and you tell me, oh, I've got, we had a game of tennis, and then you went and did a run that night, I think.
Yeah.
Going and moving stuff around at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. I'm like, what are you doing on Saturday? Oh, I'm driving people around or moving stuff around. So yeah. I remember the days, so
it must be good for you to see the journey as well.
It is. I do keep up on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and Instagram. But yeah, it's good to see one of the Worcester lads doing well and successful. So nice motor as well.
Thanks, bro. Good
Cheers,
to see you, man.
Nice one.
Thanks for that. That was a quick load up, and he took half an hour. It's amazing to see Tom as well. Tom is an absolute legend. He's doing so well in America. I'm so proud of him. He's just one of those guys that was just always going to do well in his life. So we're on the way to storage now. We're going to unload his items. He said he'd probably be in storage now for 12 months or so. So when we get back, talk to Tash, let Tash know how many crates he's got. Then she'll send the invoice and the insurance documents. Tash is on top of everything finance-wise, insurance. She's a brilliant wife, brilliant mom, brilliant all-round worker within the company. I'll pass you over to her. She can tell you all about the insurance and the finance side of things.
Hi, I'm Tash and I'm the co-director here at Warren's Removals and Storage. My main job here is the finance side of things, so I look into everything from bills to invoices, and I keep on top of all of that on my day-to-day role. But mainly my role here is all things finance, so that's from anything from bills to pay to invoices coming in. But at the moment my main focus here is looking at our insurance and our financing of our vehicles. We're very lucky that we've only got 3 of our vehicles now on finance. We've managed to pay off the rest, but we're looking at refinancing those to get the best options and the most value for money.
That's it, it's 12 o'clock back at the yard. The guys are unloading into storage. George is here. Actually, the whole team are here in the office today. I'm going to pass you over to George because he's got some stuff to talk about and stuff to do. So enjoy that.
Right, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about our van replacements. We've got about 8 Luton vans at the moment, in fact 7. We sold one yesterday. So we're just going to talk to you a little bit about the replacements. So at the moment we've got a few high mileage vans. Those vans are something we're looking to replace over the next coming months. So we've got one, well, both behind me actually here, one here and one here. Like I said, we sold one yesterday, and that was a high mileage van, a van that provided a lot of problems for us, breaking down. Obviously that's going to become a financial issue for the business. So we are looking to replace them. This will likely be the next van to go. It's called Big Iveco as it's known to us. I think it's got about 150,000 miles on it, so quite a high mileage van. It's a van we don't actually use for long distance moves. We only focus on sort of short distance and local moves. So we'd like to replace it with a new vehicle that can do those high mileage moves, those long distance moves, where we don't have to sort of worry about this breaking down or becoming an issue. The long distance vans are great. They're better on fuel. As you can see, this is quite an old vehicle. It's got R9, I think it's an 11 plate, so yeah, it's 11, nearly 12 years old. These new vans will hope to become a lot more efficient on fuel. The lads much prefer driving them, and they spend a lot less time in the garage. So financially for the business, a lot better. Just obviously a higher cost at the start of the first purchase. Hopefully that'll be it over the next coming months. Like I say, we are on the hunt for new Luton vans at the moment. As the market is a bit crazy, it is quite difficult finding the perfect van. And then hopefully over the next coming few months, we may be on the hunt for a new lorry, but I think Luke may talk you through that a bit later. Also, I didn't mention on the last video, but we have changed our website and phone numbers fairly recently. So some of the old vans as we've got here still have the old website and a mobile number that's no longer used. So we are very shortly just getting all of that rebranded, rechanged. And that will be something you'll be looking at in the next hour or so, because my little van is going to get re-sign written. So we're on our way to the sign writers to get 2 bits of information changed on my van. We've got the website, and then we've also got 2 different phone numbers. So I've got 2 different phone numbers at the moment on this van. We are getting the website changed to our new website, and now we've just got 1 singular phone number, so that directs whoever call into Esther or Tash in the office. Obviously it's great just updating those, because at the moment we've got customers going onto our old website, as well as customers ringing our old telephone number. Obviously that's not ideal at all, so just refreshing that makes it look a lot nicer, and obviously improves the business overall. Just had the sign writing done by Mo at Nation Media. I think I've got that right. Nice guy. And we are on our way back to base now, so on our way back to the office.
And that's it for episode 3. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll be dropping an episode exactly the same as this on the exact same time every single month on a Sunday, the last Sunday of the month, so hopefully you tune into that. Also, as always, please don't forget to follow our Instagram here, and also check out our website here. Now, last video I did say click on the website here. You can't click on this. This is a YouTube bit. This is part of the video. You can't click on that. I had a few people correct me, so check out this website, don't click on it. Thank you, and we'll see you next month.